Hi guys, welcome back. What a dramatic end to the game between Portugal and Croatia. Honestly speaking, I would say that Portugal survived the game because obviously they had a better side on some moments in that game, most especially in the first half, but they were extremely wasteful. There are moments where Croatia could have won the game and they were denied by an offside on two occasions, and as well Ronaldo could have also got two goals for Portugal today. One of his goals was also ruled out for offside, and the most controversial one was the last opportunity, the last goal, which was an equalizing goal for Croatia by Josko Vardio. But personally, for me, that goal was subjective, and they have different technologies. I mean, the referee, they have different technologies to help them decide all these kind of moments. It was a cross came into the box, and there was an initial touch by the Croatian player before the man in the offside position touches the ball. If the ball had come all the way through into the box without touching any Croatian player, it couldn't have been ruled out for offside. But it was subjective, as I said earlier, because it's just like more or less like a flick of a hair that touches the ball, and that was the reason why that was ruled out for offside. And as well, Renato Vega also touches the ball, and which was accidental. And in the rules, if that kind of things appeared, and there was a touch by an opposition player, and the ball eventually went straight to the player in the offside position, that might not be an offside. But on this occasion, the argument was the touch wasn't a deliberate touch. So I think maybe the rules says maybe a deliberate touch on the ball by the opposition player. Do you understand? So for me personally, I think that was cruel. Do you understand? That was really cruel. And personally, I believe that Portugal really made the game very difficult for themselves. Let's be honest. Number one thing I see is their defensive organization isn't good enough from my point of view, and as well as they are extremely wasteful in the final third, because when Portugal started, they started the game really well. They pressured Croatia, and they had beautiful moments in the first half. They could have gotten like a goal or two in that first half. If that had happened, the second half could have been a little bit more easier for them. But it is what it is. This is a game of football. If you don't take your chances, you have oppositions. You put them in game because that will give them that belief that actually they can also go all out on you. I know they can do something, right? So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And as well, Cristiano Ronaldo got another goal today for Portugal from the penalty spot, and that is his first ever goal in the knockout round of the FIFA World Cup. And as well, Gonzalo Ramos gave them the winning goal in the 94th minute of that game, and Perisic got Croatia a consolation goal, which I think personally, as I've said earlier, the uh defensive structure of Portugal isn't good enough because they are going to play Spain next. Do you understand? And if you remember, the last time Spain and Portugal faced off in a competitive game, I think Portugal came out on top where Cristiano Ronaldo scored an hat-trick. I could still remember that game very vividly well. But I don't know if they can survive against Spain because with this fragile defense, it's really going to be extremely difficult and extremely hard for them to survive this fluid Spain, because I watched a little bit of that game earlier yesterday, and the way they dismantled their opponent, the way they dismantled them by 3 goals to nothing was really impressive. So it's going to be a very tough and tight game for Portugal. But football is quite funny. Do you understand? As I've always said, football is quite funny, and anything can happen at any point in time. So let's wait and see what will happen in the round of 16. But this game was really exciting, and this I just want to talk about the game. Drop a thought in the comments. Let me know what you think about it now. See you soon on another one. And bye for now.